we are here to assess or evaluate the performance of the company for the period 2023-2024. And that is anchored on your work plan, annual work plan for the same period, which is actually a means of operationalizing your strategic plan. You have an ambitious vision of being Africa's premier oil and gas company, yeah? And with that in place, you did put in place certain strategic objectives to pursue. I just want to mention two key ones of those objectives. One is to grow the existing business through the proposed acquisition and optimization of the Kenya Petroleum and Oil Refineries Limited. And the other one is to diversify the business through entry into LPG gas import handling and storage business. And in line with the same, you had certain strategic intents for the same activity period, one of them being to enhance the pipeline infrastructure capacity, expand the business through enhancement of the fiber optic cable uptake, and then complete preparatory activities for LPG gas import handling and storage facility in Mombasa, and then, of course, depending on unfolding events from time to time, implement government policies or align to government policies through directives given either by way of executive orders or otherwise. But in line with your core mandate, there are specific interventions you had committed to undertake within the same period. One of them is capacity building, undertake capacity building, secure the petroleum product supply, manage pipeline product losses, enhance the throughput, construct the truck loading facility, connect PS15, that is the KPRL depot, to the main line 5, and then rehabilitate the Portrees tanks, ensure seamless flow of oil products, enhance your fiber optic cable, facilitate LPG bulk handling and storage, enhance the safety measures, and facilitate the ease of doing business. Now, in each and every one of those areas, you had got expected outputs, and we also discussed and agreed on the performance indicators and the targets. We negotiated, validated, and ratified the performance indicators and the performance targets. That then becomes the common denominator, our Bible, when we are doing the performance evaluation. We just go back to the indicators and the targets. So what the evaluation team will be looking at is empirical evidence of performance or non-performance, as the case may be. At this point in time, we don't have the leeway to modify the targets. We don't have the leeway to modify the indicators. I'm glad that you have already done your own self-evaluation. So we will basically be doing a moderation exercise to confirm the veracity or otherwise of the scores that you have allocated to yourselves. Let me also emphasize that Kenya Pipeline is a very, very integral player in the Kenyan economy. From an infrastructure perspective in the energy sector, we view Kenya Pipeline as one of those integral cogs in the delivery of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda. You are aware that one of the major initiatives that the government has been undertaking in the recent past also is to ensure that we have got cooking gas in schools, And because you are the ones who facilitate the entire supply chain, we envisage that you will conform to the expected deliverables in line with your mandate. The market is dynamic, and of course we also expect that you'll align yourself to emerging trends in the market and also benchmark with global best practices in oil and gas industry.
This is a very, very important exercise, and first and foremost, we worked very, very well over the years with this great team in terms of performance contracting, and we are ready for this exercise. We've done our mock review, and we've actually gotten a rating slightly lower than what you have given us, and we'll be able to demonstrate that. I think the rating is about 2.8, which is a very, very good rating. Some of the key highlights include solid financial performance. we've been able to register over 20% growth in our year-on-year growth profitability before tax. From previous year of about 7.6, the year that's under review, 23-24, we've been able to register 10.05 billion Kenya shillings. We've also been able to pay our shareholder, which is the National Treasury, dividends to the tune of 7 billion shillings against a target of 1.8. So again, that's an area we continue to do very well, because we are able then to demonstrate to the shareholder that the money they give us, how we are spending and giving it back to support government. In terms of access to government procurement, that's ACPO and Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, that's an area we continue to do very well. And our rating is on excellent as well as very good. The capacity building, where we get in our interns and attachment, employees on attachment, out of a target of, I think, of 900, we were able to achieve close to 1,300 in the year under review. The top line throughput performance, this is all the products coming through Kenya to supply our country as well as the region. We've also been able to surpass our target. We had a target of 33 in terms of revenue, 33 close to 5 billion Kenya shillings. We actually managed 37. So that's just an area, because our regional market for us is really big, and we continue to focus on the region. Gain loss is an area also a very key focus for us. Gain loss is the amount of product that is lost within the pipeline, and the threshold internationally is between 0.25. That is what we contract with the oil marketing companies, but we normally give ourselves a very stretched target of 0.06. And the year under review, we were able to achieve that target, because what it means, the lower the loss, the better for the country, because this is ultimately what gets transferred to the pump price. So when you convert in terms of Kenya shillings, it actually comes to cents, instead of a shilling. Projects, we continue is an area of focus for us. We've not done as expected, but there are some key projects we've been able to complete. There are others that are work in progress. I'll now allow me to talk about the challenges, and probably that's where we need your support. One of the key areas where we need support is on budgets, in terms of budget approval on time in full. We all know we live under austerity measures in government. For instance, the target that we have for Buy Kenya, Build Kenya, we were unable to achieve that target. Not because we didn't award, it's because there were revisions. So we are really requesting your team, when you look at it from the standpoint of what was the original target, what ended up being approved by National Treasury in terms of the final approval. And if you look at that, you'll be able to demonstrate that we achieved that target. The other area where we need support is actually government agencies. One of the areas we didn't do very well in the year under review is an area of the ease of doing business. We had envisaged to have a lab at KOT, the Kipefu Oil Terminal 2, with KPA, but they took so long. We actually bought materials. We were ready to move in, but they took long to identify an office for us. So we continue to see the support that we'll need from this office is how do we enable government to government ease of doing business.